Oh my gosh, congratulations.
I'm so old.
No, not at all. It's a pleasure. Hello. I'm well. Thanks so much for asking us.
There's like one unhappy.
That's angry. That's definitely
Who's angry?
angry baby cry.
Oh.
You can always tell though, like
Tim's just like tuning it.
Put him outside.
just leave them to fend for themselves.
Fend for themselves. That's
They
how
can
I
totally
learn.
do that. Yeah.
That's how I learned.
Yeah, I'm a very independent
know
person
what's
as a result of being just left.
Actually, it's all annoying. Moving on.
Yeah.
So, how are ya?
I'm okay.
How was your weekend?
Not.
What'd you do?
I slept.
Did you sleep? Yeah.
I was thinking about you guys last night. I went to bed around 1, and I was thinking about you guys and just feeling
We were still here.
pain. Yeah.
Anyway.
How was the night? Overnight?
It was awesome.
It was like the first night was hard.
Yeah.
And partly because we had a good 3-hour chunk where we didn't have anything planned. So we pretty much just quizzed each other on movie trivia and
Nice.
Yeah.
like debated. I think we had a whole conversation about reality television, about Survivor and
Oh, do you guys watch it?
yeah.
No.
Oh, I do. I'm in a Survivor pool. I'm actually in a Survivor pool with Natalie.
Great show.
It's so much fun. Yeah. You
We
guys
talked
had
about how we didn't really like anybody this season and stuff, and it was just like it's a very long.
We talked for 20 minutes about Survivor.
I
Yeah.
have to say it's a little boring.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really as invested. But to me, like the best episode was when Boston Rob just like slayed the whole thing a few years ago. Did you guys
Yeah.
see that? No.
I liked that. But like when last season this happened, so same spoilers, the Tony Spencer season.
Yeah.
One, I love that player.
Yeah.
I've seen it in years.
I actually like Cochran too. When we were talking about who our favorite players were, I wouldn't say he was my favorite of all time, but I liked how much he changed from the first time he was on to the second time when he won.
Yeah.
And
trying to think of who-
yeah, he was just kind of charming little guy.
Tim's hating this right now. We're talking about
Yeah,
Survivor.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Again,
Right there.
but basically, yeah, which isn't hard to do now.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, we had it was a little more of a struggle, but I had several people who were excited to come in at a stupid hour, and the more ridiculous we were, the better for them.
Oh, yeah.
They were all
It was
people
so
we
much
knew, so they were like, yeah, let's go, I'll be drunk, you'll be whatever you're gonna be.
Oh, that's good.
Comatose. So we actually had like
Yeah, it
4
was-
people lined up.
Yep. And there's
No, I guess,
1,
yeah,
2,
4
3,
people on the
4,
couch
5,
and
6,
Jess on the floor.
7, 8.
Yeah.
Really? Oh my
Let's hope and I
gosh.
shared a chair.
It was amazing.
It was like
Noah
a
Danby was
campfire.
singing.
It was.
Yeah, totally.
It was ridiculous.
Stories. Hey,
And that was like
we know
5
them over
o'clock
there.
this morning. Yay! You weren't supposed to be here, just you.
It's people just, they're so happy to see us.
That's so nice. Yeah. Well, I
Just
think
came in off the street.
they just walked in, and you guys are so friendly.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
It's amazing
It's
how nice
disgusting.
and
Yeah.
Well, we're Canadian.
But yeah,
right?
that first
I know.
night was hard, and then
It's
last
true.
night was harder in that I was more tired, but
Mm-hmm.
we piled it up with just fun and silliness. So
It
That's
was
good.
so much fun.
and
That's
when they
good.
first brought the lights up in the lobby in the morning, we're like, yeah! The sun may as well be up at that point. But
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like 5.
Wow.
It's awesome. So,
So
things.
good.
You know, Mrs.
Would you like some
Brackenreed.
fun?
This is Brackenreed. Actually, I brought you guys.
What?
I figured you had enough booze, so I brought
What?
you. These is from a place called on Ronte called the Chocolateria,
Oh,
and they make.
I know the chocolate
yeah.
Yeah, and
it's
they
right around the
make-
corner from where I live.
Oh, I live in that neighborhood too. What up? So,
Represent.
So does Leslie Hope.
Leslie Hope, yeah. High five
So
for
does Leslie Hope.
oh really?
Yeah.
Where's?
She's not here.
Oh, she's not
was
here?
yesterday.
But she lives,
They're
my
turtles.
God.
They're like
yeah.
homemade turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh
the
my
stuff.
God.
To the pile.
I wish I could say I didn't buy myself one, and
Did
I
you?
didn't eat one on the way here,
Have
but
you
I
been,
did.
Have you been to Yummy Stuff?
No.
You don't know? Okay.
What's Yummy Stuff?
On Queen, right before you turn up onto Ronces.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. It's okay. You know where there's that little pizza joint, right? There's the church at Beatty,
Yep. Yes.
and then there's
Yes.
the comic shop, the
Yep.
donut shop, and then
Glory
just a-
Hole.
Glory Hole, and
Yep.
then there's the pizza shop, and
like
then
the
just a
name
couple
ever.
more stores down. There's this little bakery called Yummy Stuff,
Oh.
and all they do is cakes, cookies, pies, cupcakes.
Oh no, any gluten free?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm so interested.
But you walk by it, and it's just like, oh my god, this smells so good.
Tim got my birthday cake there one
I
time.
did get the
Really?
birthday cake there.
Yeah.
I got myself my birthday cake and pie there.
Oh, that's
And we were so
wonderful.
full, like, I ended up taking half that cake home at least.
Because it's really rich
Took the rest
frosting.
of the week.
Is it
but,
really
oh,
sweet or rich or sweet?
It's rich
Like,
frosting.
you know what? It's like, it's so sweet it hurts your
Yeah,
teeth.
no,
No.
it wasn't
Yeah,
that.
okay.
I think we all had fairly hearty pieces too.
Yeah.
We weren't like sick
They were-
after,
yeah.
but
That's good.
we did eat a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it took me some time to finish it on my own.
Yeah, I'm always on the hunt for a good. There's actually a place at for a good bakery. There's one at a college in Lansdowne that's called Deflowered, and I love it there. They
Yeah.
make like pastry and cookies and all kinds of stuff.
But
Yeah.
I mean, Ron's is perfect for all that kind of stuff.
I call Ronce's Fails the everything street
Yeah?
because it has everything.
Oh my god.
It's so good.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna put my water.
Done with questions. Oh my gosh.
Did you bring the water with you?
I did.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Maybe I put it. Oh, I put it down. Sorry.
That's okay. I can just talk.
She's gone.
I'm back. Sorry. I just.
It may
get
have been
parched.
a hallucination. I'm not sure.
I was here and then I'm gone. So
I like doing that over dramatic. Like I think it was it's either Bugs Life or Ants.
yes.
I get the very beginning mixed up. I think it's Ants where they're all marching along and then a leaf falls down and
Oh,
one
yeah.
guy goes like, "I'm lost!" He just freaks out.
Yeah, I think that's Ants. I love
Yeah.
that one. I like all those
too.
those movies ever since
Right?
Toy Story.
As
It's
you
been.
should.
I agree.
As you should.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
it's
They
I
haven't made a
can't
bad
eat this
film
yet
yet,
because it's going to go horribly with this.
except for Cars 2.
I didn't really like Planes either.
I didn't-
Planes doesn't
I
count
haven't
because
watched the
Planes is
machine
Disney.
ones.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Huge
Well, that's
difference.
good because I didn't really like
Yeah.
that one. So
Because it's set in the world created by Cars, but it is a Disney film.
oh,
The next Pixar one looks amazing.
what was it again?
It's called Inside or something.
Oh,
And it's about this young girl, which is great because female character,
yep.
who she's like a tween, she's kind of youngish or whatever, and she
You're a
finds
good
out
player.
totally.
Yeah, and, you know,
Just
it's
waiting
made
for
for
it to
me really.
register on
I'm
your
like,
face.
I'm like,
Well, it's
oh,
just-
that's not,
You're
what?
You're just voicing it. But
Yeah.
She finds out that she's moving like to a new place halfway across the country. Mm-hmm. And so we are then taken inside, and the entire movie from then on takes place inside her body, where it's her emotions that are trying to deal with
No
everything.
way!
Yeah, and
That's cool.
that is the crux of the story. That is all the
I
emotions.
love
yeah.
that. That's so
Which
neat.
is it's so new for Pixar to kind of do that.
Yeah, and what a thing to explore is somebody's emotions, like how, because you know that's the big thing. Whenever you have
Nobody
any kind of a
knows how
change,
it
is that
works.
process,
Yeah.
like processing a change. I've had a lot of friends that have moved here. I've had a couple friends that have moved here from Vancouver, and they've all told me about that sort of like switching gears, switching their thoughts, switching
Yeah.
all that stuff. So it's
Especially at
really
that
neat.
age, as soon as she starts menstruating, like her emotions are horrible. Seriously.
I know, but I'm like,
So
wow.
crazy.
Like it's,
Yeah, we
it's
jumped
one of
there.
those things where you have to use
What do you
your
mean?
brain.
At this point, I
Like,
kind of
done.
expect
That's
it.
you have all
because-
these feelings, and you're like, I know exactly why I'm feeling the way I feel, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm feeling it.
Yeah, yeah. And you don't know how to. That's the thing about I think your teens is like it's all happening. Like
Yeah.
that. There was that. It's all happening, but you don't know what to do with it. You're like, so all you can kind of do is kick stuff and be angry at things. And I remember that Christian Slater movie. Was it Talk Radio or that radio
Pump Up the
thing?
Volume.
Pump up the
Which
volume.
is weird because we were just talking about that the other night.
Were you?
Yep.
Yeah, that was like my marching. I came home from that and it was like, Mom, you put me down and whatever. And I marched out the door and I was like, that's it, I'm leaving. And I
Putting
went
all my
out.
jewelry in the microwave.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
I'm getting a Band-Aid.
and then I left with my two friends and I was like, can I, go to your house tonight? And they're like, oh, I don't think my parents will let me. So
There's a couple.
kind of came home with my tail between my legs.
Good
So,
question.
All right.
oh, okay,
Boom.
all right, let's do this.
Can't watch the webcast, but the story from The Hook, at
Okay.
The Terrible Hook.
Yes.
I can't watch the webcast, but you're doing great. That's cool.
Okay,
Very
thank you.
confident. Confidence is good. Will we see more Mrs. B on Murdoch?
Yep, I'm in one more episode this season, so you can look out
Out of
for
what,
me.
2, 3?
Yeah, yeah. We just had 5 episodes this year. We're really excited. No, it's really great.
Things are looking up.
But yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I mean, I just shot the other day, so I
Very
make
good.
an appearance. Yeah, so it's
Very
great.
cool.
I was really. It's always exciting to see that the title from my agency, Murdoch Mysteries. I'm like, ooh, what's gonna happen? So. Yeah, totally. Well, and I'm an actor too, so it's how we make a living. So there's a little part of me that's like, woohoo, totally mercenary, no art at all. It's just like I'm working.
I'm getting paid.
Mama's got a rent pay. Yes. So anyway, there now it's out there. Don't just do it.
You are
for
not
the
an
art.
artist.
You're not an artist. Anyway, yes.
From
Okay.
Miss Mouse Middleton.
Oh yes. Okay.
And this is funny because of what we were just talking about.
Okay.
But then I reread it and I understand now. Worst thing about period clothing.
Punchy.
Baggy, oversized, sometimes too hot.
It's always anyway. I'm about to answer the wrong question. I'm about to go off onto this.
Worst
Just
thing.
it's the comfy clothes that are really important.
Yeah.
What's the? Well, I think it's it's sort of weather. It's like if it's really hot and you're wearing because we wear the full thing. They don't.
The petticoat and the whole
I wear the petticoat, I wear the corset.
Yep.
Like when we shot, I'm going to play the small violins. When we shot the wedding episode, the actual wedding day was a 17-hour day. And I was sewn in, here's small violins, I was sewn into my corset, into my dress. So even at lunch, I couldn't take my corset off.
No.
So I wore a corset for 17 hours. And it was like, there were moments in the day where I just had to sit there and think, don't think. Just, you know what, we're not going to think about, because it's so, So I would say it's just weather and, and it's just a lot of layers. It's just not particularly comfortable. I always wear
peel it off at the end of the day.
Oh, you know what? I always say this, the best feeling in the world is taking off a corset and going like this. I do it every time. I'm like a happy dog. It's so good.
Rub my belly.
My belly. Because it's all been kind of itchy, and I jumped out of my trailer after the 17-hour day, or my, whatever it's called, my room.
Rolled in the
my
grass.
little room, my slot, and I jumped out, and can I swear?
You can swear
Yeah,
as
I
much as
jumped
you
out
got
and I
that
went, fuck yeah! So it's just sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone, but it was like,
I
that
need
was
to
very
leave. I need to
unladylike.
leave.
Yeah,
You've
incredibly.
completely blown my image of you
Yeah.
as an actor, as an artist.
As an artist. I
will not be bought. I will not be bought. But I am going to have another little bit.
Okay, please do. Please. I'm glad you're eating it. Okay.
From The Hook again.
Okay.
What do you think of the idea of a Murdoch Mysteries after show?
Sorry? A
Is
Murdoch?
that kind of like where somebody sits
Yeah.
and they do after Teen Wolf and they talk
Yeah.
about the episode that just aired? I think if I'm
Sort of like a round table after the show? Yeah. I like
they'll often rotate.
Yeah.
They'll have one person who's affiliated with the show as a host.
yeah.
And then they'll bring on maybe people who guest starred in the episode, or they'll rotate through some of the main cast. As far as Teen Wolf goes, anyway. That's
Well,
what
I mean,
watch
Murdoch already does. They do a behind-the-scenes thing after each episode, which is really cool because it gives you kind of an insight. Because of the show really does try to be historically accurate. It's really neat because you get the history behind how they made that episode. So I sort of feel like it's kind of already covered, in a way.
Really?
I don't
I've got
know.
my question here for my...
What? Sorry?
I've got my thing.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I mean, do you have another one?
Yes. Wait, which
You're
show?
more popular than I would like right now.
Shut up for the
You're
rest.
not really?
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
Because we figured out during the course of this broadcast
Yeah.
how to do the Murdock Musical episode.
Who would sing?
We pitched it to Michelle Ricci the other night.
And what did she say?
She's like, sure. But we figured
I would
it out.
not be in that episode.
We figured it out how Yannick
How?
doesn't have to
Because Yannick
sing,
doesn't want to
or-
do the musical numbers or sing or dance or any of that. Here's what happens.
Okay.
Here's what happens.
Murdoch gets poisoned,
Okay.
which constantly, and he loses his voice. Everything is induced in a fever.
Right.
So the rest of the episode is in his mind. It's a fever
feverish-
dream.
I see.
So everybody else around him gets to sing and dance, and it's all in color. Yannick is in sepia colors, and it's all reaction shots and with title cards as he tries to get through his body, find the poison, which was put in there by Gillies or whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody else sings. He doesn't have to do any of it.
It's like a fevered Murdoch vision.
Yeah.
That's basically what
Yep.
you're saying. Okay.
She wanted to shoot just his eyes and
Yeah, it's
eyebrows.
a reaction shot.
basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, you could do like an old silent film where the screen goes black and
And
there's
the
just
title card
text.
comes up, and then his reaction.
And the orchestral score.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And then the rest
I
of it
would
is in.
Be so horrifically bad in that episode. I mean, unless they really wanted to play up my lack of singing talents. Yeah. So.
But that's how. So we're supposed to tell every Murdoch guest who comes in, so they can get in there and say,
I will
"Here's the idea."
totally
Yep.
pitch it on set.
And we get credit for it.
Yeah, I will. I'll be like,
Yeah.
so here's the deal, guys.
Yep.
Not only
Tim and I will be in the background
Yeah,
with
yeah.
hats.
I
meet
look
Tim
good,
and
Pat.
Sue. They just broke a world record, and now they're going to pitch a show.
Take it away.
Next step.
Here we go.
Okay. All right.
Okay, next question from Jessica.
From Jessica. Is,
I don't know how to say your name. Truax?
yeah, I had to actually, if she could tweet me the
phonetic-
yeah, because she
how to
gave me this
pronounce it?
beautiful oil painting that she
sweet.
did for the 100th episode. We all got cards from her, and she painted it. And I felt so bad because I was like, oh my God, it's from this woman, Jessica Truax. And so I'm not making fun of your name. I just didn't know how to. So I'd love to know what phonetically how to say it. Yeah.
Did you hear that? Do you have a favorite moment from the 100th episode?
Well, I mean, honestly, it sounds. So, have you guys watched?
I had. It's on my PVR because I was doing all this stuff.
But spoil if you have to.
Yeah, yeah. So there's this rehearsal scene that we did, and when I was working on it at home, I was I have to hum the wedding march. My character does, Mrs. Brackenreed, and I was just sort of like really going for it to really go for it.
Cool.
And then I
And that's
accidentally
what it
did it
is.
on
You
set.
get
I didn't mean to when I was in the rehearsal, and they loved it. So I ended up having a great time because I did this like whole finish with it. And it was so great, and they let me kind of be like so enthusiastic and like, you know, it was all, and so that I'd say that was the most giggly. It was a lot of laughter, and I think that's why I liked it a lot, because, you know.
Truax.
Truax. Thank you, Jessica.
Shazam.
Truax.
Very
That's
nice.
awesome.
Bam.
Yeah. Good. Thanks,
That went so
sister.
well. But I guess she's been asked that before.
Thanks, sister. I'm a little ghetto. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah. I grew up in the east end of Toronto. So.
Rebel.
Hardcore. Upper Beach is massive. So, you know, I'm like, what up?
That's what it be. Maybe that's what it is. I'm just scared of you. Is what it is. It's,
You're scared of me?
It's that street cred you got.
I'm very scary.
I did be careful I
You
didn't
don't.
wear gang colors around you.
Yeah. True that. My homie sister. There we go. I'm like struggling for homie for
I
ghetto
know.
words.
What did I say?
I'm like, what? Anyway.
Miss Mouse Middleton again. Would you ever wear a Victorian hat in real life just for the fun of it?
Oh. I don't. Like, I like to dress up. I'm definitely somebody who, like, I have this great coat that I like to wear that has fur and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it would have to be part of an ensemble.
Yeah.
I don't think I would just sort of wear it, but I think, yeah, maybe on
Yeah, like a
maybe.
tank top and jeans.
Yeah, exactly. Although they're like, I had to wear this hat the other day, and I've already got a big head, and like the brims on those hats, like I feel like sometimes it's like Mrs. Brackenreed's head walks into the room and her body follows, you know, because I just feel kind of enormous, and then you have the hair, so it's all kind of getting bigger. So it starts a little large, and then it just kind of grows into a thing. Anyway, so yeah, so it's yeah. Anyway, but yeah, maybe I'm gonna throw a big maybe into that.
A big name.
Yeah.
Big.
Depends.
It depends.
Possibly.
Yeah, if it was, yeah, because I like, you know. Anyway, yeah. And that. Okay, I'm done.
And people thought we were around the edge.
Yeah.
Sure you slept.
Okay. I stayed up with you
Yeah,
guys. I'm a joiner.
I'm a joiner.
I'm a joiner. I'm like, you know, clearly I'm like, I also seem to have multiple personalities. I'm going
I've
from like
noticed.
ghetto to Valley Girl.
I prefer the Valley Girl.
You like the Valley
Yeah.
Girl better than Ghetto Girl?
I can relate. Well, I can't relate, but I can at least
Because
understand
he's
you when you talk.
scared.
Because you're scared. Okay, I can be gentle.
Uh-oh.
You've been out for 48 hours. You're probably pretty edgy at this point, so I will do my soft. Cool.
I'm in my zen place, man. I'm good.
Right on, man.
See?
My coma
The
will
dude
feel pretty
abides. The dude abides, man.
That's right. What made you decide to wear a kilt? And I'm
What's
not.
wrong with
That's
a
not a
kilt?
judgment.
Are you-
no.
you
It's
are
not a
judging my
judgment.
kilt.
No, it's
What is wrong
just
with a
curiosity.
kilt? Oh, now I'm offended.
I am not going to win with you. I'm just going to surrender.
Next question Tim asks.
Yeah.
Get offended.
That's right. Yeah, totally. Do it. You ready?
What made
Fine.
you decide to buy a kilt? What made you decide to do this Guinness World Record? Well, how dare you?
I was, yeah. How dare you ask me anything about myself? Can't you tell I want to? It's about you.
It's
I'm
about
so offended.
expressionism. And I want to be an artist. It's not about the money. I don't care about my rent.
Actually, you want to know what the truth is, though? Is that I was thinking, I was feeling a bit jaded a little while ago,
Jaded?
and I actually did. Billy McClellan and I, who you had on
Who we
earlier
had on
today,
earlier today.
we did a short film with his for his girlfriend, who's a film student at Ryerson, Jana, and. We did it. Actor let us do it. That's why. That's why I'm talking about it. No, I'm kidding. And but it was really fun because we did it for free, and and working with them was so great because they were so enthusiastic. I mean, I've worked with great crews. It's not it, but it was just there was such an enthusiasm. And then I walked away from it, and I'm like, I just did acting for free, and it sort of reminded me how much I do love this art and how much I enjoy my profession. I mean, I've been in it on and off for 20 years, so but it was
So
really
you
was
started
this
when you
feeling.
were like 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.5.
You were supposed to get offended by that one.
No. No, I have slept.
How dare you?
I don't catch me on a no sleep day. I'm very weepy. Very weepy and
Weepy.
sensitive. I get very sensitive. So, what's the next one?
From Kira Joy.
Oh, okay.
Question. I'm just having trouble reading.
It's okay.
What would you love to see in a Murdoch Mysteries episode?
A musical.
I mean, obviously,
She's
I think
not
the
the one
missus-
asking for the musical. I think that
Yeah,
was
I know.
Georgina and Elena.
Oh, I wonder if Georgina sent me a message back on that.
what?
Georgina's supposed to message me if she can get in or not.
Did she come? Is she coming?
She was
She's
trying.
trying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was trying. I had like a spot open in a little bit this afternoon.
I think she can sing. She sang. We were on set. She can sing.
Yeah.
She could be part of
She's
the
all
musical
over the
episode.
musical episode.
Yeah, we'll sing the number when she comes in.
Yeah, you want to know something's interesting? I'm glad they're touching the suffrage movement because that was actually a couple years ago. I read how Toronto was the hotbed for the suffrage movement, and so I really like that they're incorporating that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to think about it, but I'll get back to Kira. I'll get back to you on Twitter because I can't really think off the top of my head. I like the suffrage thing. So
From Amanda D.
okay.
So what do you think of the inspectors? Words of wisdom to Murdoch?
Oh, his words of wisdom are about the first night after the wedding. So it was a really funny episode. That was such a funny scene. What do I think about it? I'm glad he wasn't talking about Margaret. I think I'm going to make a comment more on Thomas Craig, the actor. Is that I just loved how he created that scene, and you got a real sense of what he was saying. You know what I mean? Like you really got it. You saw him at an earlier time in his life just by his delivery. So I think that's more of what I loved about it was he just created like, oh, that's what Brackenreath is like. You know what I mean? It's this little sort of I love when he says a thing like you've got to act like you know what you're doing, and the idea of a little young Mr. Thomas Brackenreath trying to be blustery. Yeah. I really like that. There was a lot of layers to that, which was cool. So.
He does that still.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing that I like about the relationship between Mr. and Mrs. Brackenreath is, the fact that what happened?
Christian sent a text.
Christian Bruen?
Yeah.
What does Christian have to
He
say?
goes, congrats, guys. Are your minds reeling yet? See what I did there? Sleep is for the weak, and I'm weak. So.
Christian. Swarthy Christian.
That's his R2D2.
His R2D2?
That's his R2D2. How sad and embarrassing.
If I had an air horn, Christian.
And there are some great text here. I mean, Mind Reel's been hanging out with you on my PC for about 10 hours today.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
monkey.
But I need to go now. It's been fun and such great guests.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm getting a little weepy eye here. Trying to tweeting a picture. Natalie Krill because she's my girlfriend. That's not true.
Yeah, she's your friend now, right?
That's nice.
Yeah, it's wow.
Yeah.
And you got to be a part of it.
I did.
How
I
do you
know. I'm so
feel?
honored.
Right?
I honestly, when I got the email from my agent that you guys wanted me to do this, I was like, me? Okay. That's
Yeah.
exciting. So
And-
I'm totally.
And more importantly, like at any point when
And then we
you are
gotta do
free,
another team shot.
we want to get you actually into the studio for like the full sit down.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
Would you?
I really, really would.
Because I made you mad earlier. No, wait, it was the other way around.
No, it's the other way around. I'm
don't
actually
remember it
surprised
that
that you're
way
even
now.
asking me, given the fact that I've offended you so greatly that
I don't
you
even
actually
remember it
want
now.
to
What did you say?
meet me
Are
again.
you trying to fight me now? I don't understand.
No,
I
I'm-
don't get it. I was extending the
I'm
invitation because I don't
losing
remember what
this,
you
and
said.
I don't know how to come back. I don't know what to do. I feel, but I'd love to do that
no, you
and
need
experience.
to come in, like for a full sit down and chat.
Totally.
Because as you can see, there are so many people who now kind of want to pop in and say hi and do their thing.
Yeah. So do you want me to pop
it-
out
oh
and
my
let
God,
those people
look.
pop
Yeah,
in?
Tim's
Wait for it. What the hell is it taking a while? My voice is going.
Lindsay's
off.
gonna-
I did a scene years ago.
Yeah.
I did a comedy. I'll go. But I'll go.
I'll
I used
go.
to do some shows like Midnight Howls at Second City, and there was a scene we were doing, and I did this flight attendant thing. So I went on the microphone and I'm like, "Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs, welcome to Air Canada. We will be flying today." And I couldn't remember when you say 20,000 what it was. So I was like, "We'll be flying at a height of 20,000 gigawatts." That was the only thing that I could think of. Anyway, guys.
21 gigawatts.
Thank you so much
Oh my
for
gosh,
being a part of
thank
this.
you so much for having me. That was so much fun. I'll see you. Well, we can wave on Ronti. Do the old want to, huh?
She's around here somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I wish you guys so much